Going on, guys? You're here for episode 6 of the evolution of Grizzly. And the video we'll be making today is something I've been meaning to do for a while, but I just kind of wanted to make sure I got all of my thoughts together and didn't turn into a rambling video. And it's going to be about mentality during prep. Now, RJ just put out a video this past weekend called Mental Breakdown During Show Prep, where he kind of talks about people not mentally being able to handle what comes along with prepping. I mean, it's a hard process. You know, I'm 14 weeks in of dieting. It's the first time I've ever done this in my life. And, I mean, it's difficult, and it'll play mind games with you, especially when your strength starts to decrease, and if certain things aren't looking right, you know, you start to get into your own head about it. And, you know, I know I said in one of my other videos that getting in your head is something that you want to avoid. So I'm going to link RJ's video down in the comment, or in the about section, so you guys could check it out. But I wanted to do my own perspective on it since I'm going through prep right now for the first time. And I wanted to start off, I guess I'm kind of lucky that as an athlete I was trained a certain way in mental toughness. It was something that we did as pole vaulters. And it's because pole vaulting is, I try and tell people, it's like shooting the game-winning free throw every time you jump. Things could go wrong, and it's just you against you. You know, you've done everything you can, and you just got to put it all together and go. You know, obviously there's bodily harm involved, whereas a free throw doesn't really. So that kind of weighs down on you even more. And, you know, the thing about pole vaulting is if you start to get in your own head and you're mentally psyched out, you're already going to miss the jump. You know, your steps have to be on, your timing has to be on, your technique has to be on, and if it's not, you're screwed. So, I got lucky enough to work with, my coach's name was Jerry Cahill, and Jerry's a very important guy to me. When I met Jerry, he was 47 years old, and he has cystic fibrosis. For those of you that don't know, cystic fibrosis, and I'm reading this so I don't get it wrong, is caused by a defective gene which causes the body to produce abnormally thick and sticky fluid called mucus. Pretty dangerous, pretty deadly. The average lifespan is only 37 years old. So when I met Jerry, you know, he was already, 10 years past the average lifespan. He's now 54 years old, still going strong. He does podcasts and he tries to help out other people with cystic fibrosis. Jerry obviously is a very mentally tough, very physically tough guy. You know, to be able to make it through this disease, you know, his best jump I think was like 16 feet and 10 inches. He was tried out for the Ireland Olympic team, and you know, he was still going strong when I jumped with him. You know, he was jumping 13 feet still as, you know, this older man with a degenerative disease like that. You know, it's tough. So luckily I got to work with a man of that caliber, and he taught me what true mental toughness was. He had a video called The Mental Athlete that we would sit down and watch, and it was all about how to get in the zone and stay there and not psych yourself out and trust in yourself and surround yourself with people that you can trust. So luckily I had a great team. I had Jerry, so I could, you know, I was able to trust in the system. And if you could buy into the system, it's just you. It's you against you. And, you know, that's kind of tough, obviously. You know, some people are extremely extrovert and, you know, cocky almost, and very used to relying on themselves, and some people just aren't, and some people can't cut it. You know, so going through pole vaulting with Jerry, you know, helped my mental fortitude in being able to do these things, and it's carried over into my prep. You know, you're on a calorie restricted diet. I'm on a strength hypertrophy hybrid program, and it gets kind of frustrating if you see your numbers start to decrease, and you think, am I doing this wrong? Is my coach not right for me? But, you kind of have to silence that. If you're still getting results, if you still look good, that's what matters in a bodybuilding show. I'm not prepping for a powerlifting meet. I'm prepping for a show. I need to look good. And, I'm getting leaner. You could see, some shoulder veins here. And it's working. And I trust in RJ, which takes a lot off of my mind, because I know I have somebody there to make the adjustments if I need them. So, RJ goes on in his video about, some of the ways to be mental, well, some of the things that you're going to mentally face during a prep and how to get around it. And I definitely agree with, a lot of the things he says. You got to live your life. A lot of people aren't going to make money off of this. It's natural bodybuilding. It's a niche sport. There's not a lot of money in it. So, if you can't do it, you can't do it. But if this is something you want, you have to dedicate yourself. You have to say in your head, for the next 20 whatever weeks, however long your prep is, you're going to stick to the program and not deviate from it. Other things may happen. One of my, I wouldn't say buddy, but a guy on one of the forums I'm on was talking about how him and his coach just aren't clicking. He doesn't trust in his coach. That'll take a lot out of you mentally. If you can't trust the guy behind you, it's all on you, and you're second guessing everything. You have to make sure you click with who you're working with. Surround yourself with good people. I get to train with Van Bra. He's stronger than me. He motivates me, and he's fun to hang. He kind of keeps things light, and he keeps reminding me, that this isn't life or death. I got to have fun with it. Just do what I do, and RJ's kind of the same way about it. Although RJ's a little more serious about it and trying to get me to grind it out and really make the push to the end. So I find the biggest thing in keeping yourself mentally in prep and from going crazy is to have confidence in your abilities. Surround yourself with people who are going to do good things for you and that you click with and that you could trust. Get feedback from as many places as you possibly can. But don't take it too serious. You're not going to die. You're not going to lose $1 million because you didn't do this or you didn't lose that 1 pound. This is, I don't want to say a hobby. It is a lifestyle. It's a choice that you make, but you got to lighten up a little bit. Live your life. You don't want to sacrifice your relationships. I have a girlfriend right now, and, I got to enjoy things with her. I don't want to be too serious with this prep that, she ends up resenting me because of it. So, hope you enjoyed the video. Just remember, don't get too far inside your own head, and just be confident. You do you. So tune in for the next episode.